Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, so here's another League of Legends commentary featuring Lux, who just happens to be one of my more talented characters. Champions, I should say, champions. So, yeah, actually, I think this is my first match with Lux in a while because she's, I think, usually ranked 3rd, 4th tier, so she has trouble competing with such higher tier characters, but she's still a really good option if you need just a strong AP carry. Because a lot of the time you'll see like the AD carries. There's a lot of popular ones like Xin, Caitlyn, Vayne, Ashe. Vayne, in my opinion, is the best ranged AD character, but that's just me. I really haven't played Vayne though, so I shouldn't speak much. But I do think she is the overall best. But you can see in this match I'm starting with shoes, but that's because I like the mobility with Lux. Lux really doesn't have that much mobility as a character, but quick tip, as Lux, you should almost 9 times out of 10 you should be the mid character. There's almost never a time where you shouldn't be, because you really can't do that much burst damage until you have your ult. Your ult is one of the best burst weapons in the game, because of the just huge amount of damage it can deal, combined with your ability, which gives you bonus damage when they're illuminated, as you can see here. Oh, guess not. See that little glow on the minion? If I had the chance there to attack, it would have done bonus damage, which is a really good tool for harassing early game. Now you see, me and Lux are fighting each other. I went for Lucent Singularity, she went for Prism thing that traps you. Both are good damaging moves, but when farming, you kind of want Lucent Singularity because it has more range. It also slows down, and it's just a better overall move. I mean, different functions, obviously, but starting, you always want to get your E. Now, with Lux, burst damage Lux, like I just do E and Q, max those, which is the trap and the Lucent Singularity, until I can't anymore. I would avoid her W until you max out everything else, because W is not that useful. I've saved people with the shield before, but it's really not that special. It's not game changing really. Although I have gotten the shield pretty high, but it's better late game than anything. Early game, essentially useless. So my aim was a little bit off here. I said this was like my first game in a while, and you know, so I'm a little rusty, I guess, but I like, as I said, I get the boots for movement speed, and then I get health pots because they're awesome. Now with my, oh, fail. That was embarrassing. With Lux, I usually do flash because she has a hard time escaping, and this can let me go, you know, it can go over like borders and stuff, like trees in the woods or stuff like that. So it's useful, probably the best summer spell in the game, but who's counting? But you also want to go clarity, mostly for early game, even late game, because you don't want to build a Rod of Ages. I know like how many times you'll see the Rod of Ages and you're like, oh, it's such a good weapon. Yeah, it's a great item. It's one of the best in the game. But with Lux, you don't really need it, because the way you play Lux shouldn't be at the front line where you could possibly get damage. You're more of a hit and run, or a hit and move slightly farther back because you have awesome range, and then run. But what I like doing, see, I actually thought their Lux had the, look! She just used the stupid shield. That's something you don't want to do early. You won't win. You just won't. But Lux, you generally want to do magic penetration and mana regen, because that's awesome. Armor penetration is just more power, and then mana regen lets you, a lot of times you won't even think of it, but it really gives you a lot. Look at how fast my mana is regenerating at the bottom. Like, that's great. So now, see, I thought I was at a disadvantage, but now I'm suddenly ahead of this Lux, so I'm like, oh sweet, I'm going to take her out. I expected her to be, and return, so that she wouldn't take too much more damage, but alright, you can stay and fight me, I don't care. See, I noticed in 30 seconds my clarity was up. So, up Clarity, I get all my spells back, and I can rain a fire of hurt upon Lux. And I was actually really hoping I can get my ultimate before she was alive, but I couldn't. Now you can see, oh yeah. So I hit her with the trap. She's got that little light on her head, and if I hit her there, she would be one hit away from dead. About one spell. I like to say hit with Lux because she uses so many spells, but I like it. So now here we go, Clarity. Check me out. Watch this, woman. Bam. Now watch. Oh, let's go. Chase, chase, chase. Oh wait, that's my ult. Fail ult. Fail ult. I fail so hard with those. See, I thought she was gonna attack back, so I didn't bother, and then flash. And that was my ability that killed her. I forget what the actual title is called. Something Prism. I don't remember. But that allowed me to sweep up that kill and start 1-0. Actually, I think the only times I die in this game is because I was fooling around or relied on my team too much. So, generally, you can see they're asking what my runes are until their blood took north. See, I love doing this. When you see someone's going to teleport, just launch one of her spells at them. A lot of times I can trap them right in front of their tower, or whatever minion they spawn on, if you time the trap properly, but it's not easy to do. You got to be Lux for a while and understand, because they just she just got a patch, a buff in the recent patch where her shield actually stopped more damage, and her E, which is that, or no, my apologies. Yeah, no, wasn't. I think that has a faster missile speed, which means it travels faster now. But I think this was before the patch. I recorded this game, so it's all good. I still don't bother with the shield until endgame, so it doesn't really matter. So normally, there's not much of the game left. Maybe I'll have next time, but I believe I recall soon. But no, I don't. I know what happens. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I love exchanging things like that. It's like dead, but so as this episode's winding down, part 2 should be out sometime soon. If you enjoy the Lux gameplay or want me to do any other specific characters, let me know. I don't have a lot of influence points. I really don't want to spend money on characters, so if they're free that week, I can try them out, and necessarily won't do good. But yeah, let me know. So rate, comment, subscribe, or something like that. Just subscribe. That'd be easier if you like my videos. If you don't, I don't care. Nice.